Rodriguez, just true treasures of the game, and
Oh, yes.
what these young kids can really aspire to be. Coach, not only do you pitch BP for the Texas Rangers, but you go across town now and do some work for Ranger affiliate, the Frisco Rough Riders, but you're switching from pitching to catching. Is that right?
Well, I caught in high school, and I caught on my days off in college and things like that. I knew I wanted to be a coach someday, and so I wanted to go down and learn from the pitching coach and watch the see how they operated in the bullpen and just be helpful. I didn't want to sit around. I wanted to go do something I knew was productive for the team. And I absolutely love Frisco. I love the staff. I love the players. I love the atmosphere that they've created at the ballpark there, Dr. Pepper Ballpark. And I like when the Rangers go out of town, since I'm just home games for the Rangers, I'll go over to Frisco and I'll throw to the prospects. And they love seeing the bit. They gave me the name or the nickname. Jason Hart, the hitting coach, gave me the nickname Big League. He said, "This is Big League, Big BP that you're taking right here." And so, they get those players get a hoot. You being able to hit, great BP and things like that. And so I end up, if I can show them just some balls down the middle, I'd love to help the prospects. But one day that they got in a bind needing a bullpen catcher because due to some injuries, and the organization didn't really want to move guys around. And so I said, "Hey, if you need it, I'll go down there and catch. I can do that." They said, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah." So I did a couple times. And then they called me and said, "Hey, we have the All-Star game coming up. You want to catch the All-Star game?" I said, "Only for the home team, for the on the Frisco side." So I did, and they liked it, and that was my very first 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one of the guys from the Padres organization, Wing Jenner, he was known to be a flamethrower, and he came in, and sure enough, whack! I mean, and boy, I've got two gloves, one that's got a little more padding and one that's a little bit lighter for guys that have more movement. And I made sure I had the Wilson on, the Wilson glove, which has more padding. But I love helping those guys any way that I can, and if I can, sometimes they have the third catcher down there doing that, but sometimes they like to have him in the dugout around, and those are opportunities I get to be in the bullpen and catch. And whatever I can do to support the players and the coaches, I'm all for it.
Chuck Greenberg, I met him when he first came to town and was part of the Texas Rangers. He's now the owner at the Frisco Rough Riders. We hope to have Chuck Greenberg on Behind the Dish soon. He's a great ambassador for the game, and your owner over there in Frisco.
I love Chuck. He is an extremely personable, baseball first. He knows the game so well. And he's just the nicest guy, and he goes above and beyond, I think, for his employees there at Frisco, and it's truly noticed.
Coach Weatherford, many in our audience are young players or the parents of younger student athletes still developing their game. What would you leave them with as keys to success, both on and off the field?
Well, as they're going through school, you hate to see a kid who has the talent and the desire and wants to be on the baseball field. But unfortunately, in the state of Texas, as anywhere, if you're not doing it in the classroom, you're not going to be able to play. And the no pass, no play is very prevalent in high school athletics. And as a coach, you can't stand it when a kid is not doing it in the classroom. Knowing that he wants to be on the baseball field is bad, and knowing that he helps us on the baseball field. So younger kids off the field, they need to make sure that they're doing it in the classroom. We teach our kids respect, number one, both of their parents and us and each other. The only way you're going to grow as a team is if you don't have to necessarily get along, but you've got to understand someday you're going to have a job, and you're going to have to work with people that you may not like, but you got to respect them so that the job gets done. And of course, we command that respect as far as from player to coaches, but on the field, just work just as hard as you can. Come to the field with a desire to play the game, learn the game, because you're still learning it. You're not being paid to play it yet. You haven't achieved that level, but come with a willingness to learn, a willingness to work hard, and a willingness to be a great teammate.
Coach, looks like your team is wrapping things up here at the ballpark in Arlington. I see they're summoning you to come on down there. So, hey, thanks for joining.
I get to throw to the POs.
Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks for joining me today for another segment of Behind the Dish, and have a great season, Coach.
You got it. I appreciate the opportunity. It was a lot of fun. Hope I get to do it again one day.
DBAT is the premier provider of baseball and softball training since 1998, with almost 50 locations nationwide. Check out dbatsports.com for a location near you.